gonna be Thanksgiving. Oh my goodness, I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Gapped by Dudes. Appreciate you all for tuning in. Please like and subscribe. It's gonna be down here in the bottom left, right of the screen. Not too sure. But listen, please do that. It is totally free. This one's gonna be a good one. You're gonna be able to hear me clearly as you can now. But when I get on the bike and I begin to ride, let me say that. My homeboy said, hey man, you gotta quit saying, you know what I'm saying? You gotta say ride the bike. You can't say you just ride. Okay, gotcha. So when I get back on the bike, the wind is gonna be eliminated. My voice gonna be able to hear me clearly. Y'all come with me, let's check that out. All right, so this is the Purple Panda microphone that I've gotten hooked up. Let's see if you can see it over here. Got it on the inside of my helmet. The mic is to the side. Got the wires tucked inside of the padding inside of the helmet. It's time to take off. This is with the windshield up. We're gonna see how the air and the wind sounds. But obviously I will ride with it down. As for one, it is a little chilly out here. I don't want all that wind to be hitting me in my face anyway, so I probably wouldn't do that. Where I've got the mic adjusted is sort of high to where it wouldn't be leaning up against anything. We're gonna see after this run if that's where I want to keep it at, or if I'd rather move it down. I just felt like the sound inside of this helmet would sort of trap its way inside, and it would have no other choice but to catch it. But we'll see. Probably should have put on my jacket because it is pretty cold. I don't really like wearing gloves. I play football. I'm not gonna say that I am used to it or that I'm just like toughest man in the world, nothing like that. But playing football, I don't know, whenever you just had to use your hands, you had to. So whether it was cold outside or the case may have been, you know, you had to use them regardless. And I never felt like gloves kept them warm or anything. And so for me, man, I feel like they restrict my hands as far as moving. So I do not use them. Now maybe if I'm going on a long trip, maybe so, because I wouldn't have to shift gears as much, you know, do too much moving around. I love this thing, man. I try to explain to my friends that whenever I'm on this motorcycle, there ain't no other feeling like it, man. And I can just zoom up past people and you know, get to where I've got to go. Switch lanes like that. Gas station pull up, don't even got to get off the bike. There's just so many perks to it. Only bad part about it is the vehicles that you gotta look out for. All the people that's coming to you saying, yo, make sure you're being careful, make sure you know what I mean? You gotta really have a strong mind and be into it and say this is what you want to do, because you're gonna have a lot of people talking you out of it, trying to get you to just second guess yourself on getting a bike. Some women will leave a man if they try to get a bike. I done heard some men say, man, my woman won't let me get one, you know what I'm saying? And to each his own. So I'm not here to be a relationship counselor or nothing like that, but I've heard those things before. For me, man, I feel like life is short. Enjoy it, because why not? And if that's what you want to do, or if that's your passion, or you think that's your passion, then shoot for it, try it, why not? Because you don't know how long you got on this earth, man. Tell y'all a story. When I was 16 years old, my dad, he owned this bike ever since I was young, a kid. We used to have dirt bikes when we were little, but never have I ever ridden a motorcycle. I went up to my dad and I told him, yo, teach me how to ride the bike. He was like, all right. This was one day he was outside already messing with it, kind of tuning it up or whatever. He gets to explaining word for word, this is what you do, first gear, down, this or that, blah, blah, blah. But he stops himself and he says, I'm gonna tell you something. You're never really gonna know how to ride the bike until you just get on it and go for yourself. So I was like, all right, cool. All right, I can do that. He was like, just make sure you stay in first and second gear. That's really all you're gonna need going through a neighborhood. It's not gonna take much more than that. And that's what I did. So I began to get comfortable with it. I'm going to high school. I want to take it to school one day. All right. What I struggled with early on is taking off, easing off the clutch, giving it some gas. I used to, you know, do one more than the other and the bike would cut off on me. So I'm at a red light and the way that I'm facing is on the slope. If I let go of the brakes, I'm gonna roll backwards downhill. Did it wrong. The bike cuts off on me at the light. Man, I got people behind me. They blowing the horn at me. They like, what you doing? You know what I mean? I'm kind of embarrassed because, like I said, I've always struggled with it ever since I began to ride the motorcycle. And it was on my mind, hoping that I wouldn't do it that time. But I did. So then, I get the bike to turn back on, cuts off again. Man, second time, third time, cut it on. It's a gas station right near my high school. I pull into the gas station. I'm on the way to school. I pull into the gas station, give myself a pep talk. I'm like, yo, come on, man, let's go. You got to get to school, park the bike, and just make it to school. So I made it, sat in school all day. I was nervous. Nobody could tell what I was nervous about. Well, I had to ride a motorcycle home that I brought to school. And I could ride the bike once I got on it and got it going. The only bad part is just taking off. Taking off was my hardest. I just could not do it. Ended up leaving school. The whole way home, bike never cut off on me. I get to Veterans Drive. If anyone knows where that's at. And I'm coming around the curb. I hit a pothole, and when I kick to go into second gear, I kicked it too hard. I believe I kicked it too hard. I don't really know what I did, but the bike went into third or fourth gear, and man, the bike jerked to where like my hands almost like came off the handlebars a little bit. So I'm like, wait. I'm like, hell nah, man, I gotta get out this thing, man. I just almost fell off this freaking bike. Like, no way at all. I'm already was nervous all day. I couldn't eat. My stomach was hurting, all because I had to ride a motorcycle home. And I'm like, man, there's no way I'm doing that. Ended up parking the bike in the garage. This is 16. I stopped riding the motorcycle from probably 17 to maybe like 21, because I was like off at school and stuff, never really was home. But when I began to come back near home, and the more and more I saw the motorcycle sit, I told my granddad one day, I said, man, I'm finna get back into it. I'm finna get back into it, learn how to ride a motorcycle again. I'm not finna let that shake me up no more, because honestly it scared me, and it became something in my life that I was scared of. Honestly, I was scared to get on the bike. I said, man, I almost fell off that thing and really hurt myself. And who would have known? Like, who would have even came to get me? Like, what? You know what I mean? So no, I'm done with that thing. It's not worth it. Why did I do that? Like I said, came back, got my mind right, told myself I would not let it scare me no more, and here I am, gapped to buy a deuce. Man, this shit crazy. I ain't even stop and get gas. I was supposed to go to that gas station right there, but it say 89. Oh, I ain't paying 89 for no gas when they got them down here for 74. Boy, I make it. I really hope this might work, man, for sure. I'm going 70 right now, so we're gonna see how that wind sound. This baby's so nice. Oh my gosh. Phone right here. Get on YouTube right now, watch myself. Hold on, let me chill out, man. I'm gonna chill out. I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna chill out. That's how I got back into riding motorcycles. Told myself I wasn't gonna be scared no more, and that's what it was. And now we back. Now here I am trying to convince all my friends to get a bike, because I'm like, yo, there's nothing else like it, man. Nothing else like it. Just watch me say what up to my boy. Yes, sir. I'm saying, two-wheel family, bro. Don't matter where you at. You know how Jeep Wranglers, they throw the deuces up to each other? The same with this. $2.99. I don't know how I feel about that. $271 where I'm at, and I can make it back. Alright guys, so there you have it. The Purple Panda, to me, in my opinion, it sounds clear as cut. Took a look at the video after it was finished, see if I can hear myself, and I was able to. Purple Panda, show you that booster thing. Like I said guys, that is it. Catch you later. Get out by gang. We out.